District play begins tonight as the Naaman Forest Rangers take on the North Garland Raiders. Welcome to Williams Stadium, everyone. Hello, my name is Steve Reeves. I'm joined by my partner, Bobby George. Bobby, here it is. You know, we've had 3 weeks of non-district games, and now we're ready for the district season. Got an interesting one here tonight. Of course, North Garland comes in at 3-0. You know, no one really expected the young Raiders to be 3-0 on the season, but they're playing Naaman Forest, who has yet to play a game. So tonight's their first game of the season. Yeah, and we watched the team in black down here, and they are really good, and they're so young. The Raiders I'm talking about, with God's power at playing quarterback, and he's got this team they look at him as a leader, and he is leading this team. They looked really good, a young team, a bunch of sophomores. Again, we haven't seen the team in white, Naaman Forest, yet this whole year, so we'll see. I'm sure they are excited about hitting somebody else besides their own team. Yeah, you just saw the kick right there, Naaman Forest, with just a little pooch kick, and it actually got behind the first line, bounced on the turf, which you never want, but the Raiders able to get there just before Naaman is on top of him. So the Raiders are going to have great field position here to start, Bobby. And there is the young man you were just talking about, number 5, the quarterback, God's power, Weewahay. And we're going to see a lot of him tonight. Yeah, he's sophomore, 6 foot, 195 pounds, and he's put 14 touchdowns in the end zone this year. You know, 8 in the air and 6 on the ground. Empty backfield to start for Weewahay. 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 37-yard line. We are underway district play here at 9-6A. Looking to have an outstanding season. He's going to keep it around left end and get a short gain of only about 2 yards.
22 Flores with a stop for
you saw number 54 and number 56. Those are guys right on the line, right over the center, and they're the ones that make the tackle. I mean, that's some hustle from some big guys right there, coming off the defensive line to make that tackle.
Yeah, and you just mentioned off that right end, you see him right there, number 56, Marcus Dill. He is one to watch for, and he was in on that last tackle. Gain of only 2, 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Raiders. Weewahay takes it. He's going to keep it himself around the right end. A lot of running room here. He gets a good shot right at the line, but he is going to have enough, I believe, for the first down and a run of 8 yards.
That's what they like to do. They're going to find a weakness on one side or the other. You've seen them run to the left one time. Now you're going to the right, and they're going to find that weakness. But God's power had the first down clearly. But boy, number 9 comes in from that safety spot and made it look close.
So 2 consecutive quarterback keepers, 1 around left end, 1 around right, 10 yards and a first down. So the Raiders 1st and 10, close to midfield. We're just underway here at Williams Stadium. There's a snap, the quick throw out, and the catch is made by number 1. That is Mateo Howard, and boy, a swarm of Rangers stop him after a gain of only about 3 yards.
Number 6, Makai Bird.
There's a look at number 6, Makai Bird. Yeah. Sorry, Bobby.
Figures to say he's 5'10", 225 pounds, but he comes out of that safety spot. He looked like he had some running room. Boy, then Bird just comes downhill, throws him backwards. But hey, you know, that's what the Raiders do really well, is they've run to the left, they've run to the right, and now they're spreading you out with a little throw out to the left. They're spreading that defense out.
Number 13, Jaden Davis joins Weewahay in the backfield on 2nd and 7. They're going to run the option. Well, let's see if he can outrun the Ranger defender. He does not. Number 41, a great play on the outside. That is Chandler Davis, and that's going to be a loss of 2.
That's a great play by Davis. I mean, that's just a nice, you're trying to get outside, get a little pitch play, but boy, they had it read perfectly, and he was not able to outrun him to the outside.
Quarterback that time, Bobby, probably pitched it a little too early. He's a sophomore quarterback. He'll learn these things as he continues on through his high school career, but boy, didn't give his running back much of a chance on that quick pitch. 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Raiders. There's a snap and another look at a pass. He's going to scramble to the outside. Here comes pressure. He's going to throw it out. A penalty flag comes in, and the pass falls incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Flag on the field.
He had time to throw. That offensive line was battling in there. You have time to set that up. What they want to do is kind of throw it out to the flat. They'll fake and then throw it deep.
Number 57 of offense. That penalty be declined.
So you had a holding call on the offensive line, but it is declined by the Rangers. That's going to be a 4th down and 9 coming up, and the Raiders will look to punt.
Yeah, what happens there, though, is your quarterback, he kind of gives up on the play a little early and starts to take off running a little bit, and that puts your line in just a bad position because they're having to extend the play, hold their guy, and that's how that play ended up being a negative, is because the quarterback just took off just a little bit too early.
So 1 first down on the drive, and then the Raiders forced to punt here. 1 man deep for the Rangers. There's the snap, a good snap, and the punt is away. A low line drive punt. It's going to bounce it around the 25, and the Rangers going to try to return this. That's Jaden Flores, and he is going to be taken off his feet after a gain of about 2 on the return, and that's where the Rangers will take over 1st and 10.
Well, they had a great drive started. You know, they just had a couple of that option play, that pitch play, put them in the negative there, and then, you know, you kind of have a bad play on 3rd down, and boom, you're having to punt the ball. But, you know, you could see how they want to get outside, and they want to spread that defense out. So you got to say, first drive, not too bad.
First action of the season for the Ranger offense. Number 0, Trey Walton, with his first throw of the game. The catch is made out on the left side. Boy, it may have been a face mask out there that went uncalled, but a nice throw nonetheless, and a gain of about 8.
13 on the stop, Davis.
Well, we haven't seen their offense, so we're kind of curious, just like everybody else out here watching, what they're going to be able to do. And Walton just steps right in there and spreads the offense out pretty quick.
2nd down and 1. There's the handoff to number 2, Kingsley Bennett. He's going to have the first down. Boy, and then a swarm of Raiders on him, but he does gain enough for the first down, a gain of 2.
Yeah, Isaiah DeLeon, he's the defensive back, and you watch him come through, just stays outside contained and makes a great play there. Now, we've watched, you know, North Garland the last 3 weeks, and we have seen that defense has been very good. I mean, they look super fast and super disciplined.
Initial first down of the season for the Rangers here. They're looking to throw it deep. He's got a man out there. Catch is made.
Wow.
That is going to be a touchdown. A 71-yard touchdown strike from quarterback Trey Walton to number 17, Jaden Flores, and the Rangers are on the board.
Man, what a great arm. He put that thing right on the money. The coverage was pretty good. But when you lead your receiver to where he does not have to slow down at all he has to do is make the catch and run into the end zone. I mean, wow, what a play.
Extra point attempt coming up here by the Rangers. Number 33 on the kick. This is Xavier Avila. Snap is down, the hold is there, the kick is up, and it is good. So a 71-yard touchdown strike to that young man right there, Jaden Flores, and our new score, the Naaman Forest Rangers 7, the North Garland Raiders nothing. We'll be back after these messages. That was a 3-play drive for the Rangers to get their first points of the year. They lead 7-0 over North Garland, and a 71-yard touchdown strike from Trey Walton to Jaden Flores. And well, just like that, the Rangers on the board. And here comes the kick. Another kick just like the first one. This one's going to come down and be returned across the 40. So the Raiders have had good field position here for both drives.
Yeah, what you want to do on that pooch kick is you want to put it a little bit deeper. You want to try to set it between the first line and the second line and make it drop, or put it up so high that he has to give a fair catch. Either way, you want to pin them about the 25 to 30. Those pooch kicks right there are just a little bit too short.
From the 42.
So the Raiders on for the second time on offense. Find themselves trailing now 7-0. Again, North Garland has started 3-0 on the young season, and we're looking to make some noise here in District 9-6A. Weewahay, deep drop. He's going to throw a deep pass.
Oh, pass
Had
interference.
a man out there.
No. Wow.
Looking for DeAndre Johnson, the big wide receiver for the Raiders, and pretty good coverage out there, Bobby, by Roman Williams.
Yeah, Williams is just about as big as DeAndre. But I tell you, I mean, I think he comes in at just a little early and gets contact here. Right here, look at that. He just kind of, when you do that, that knocks your eye and your vision, your hands, everything's off right there. He should have been able to make that catch, but he was hit just a little early.
So the incomplete pass sets up 2nd down and 10. There's a running back coming out on a swing pass. It's going to go down as a run, and really no gain on the play. Getting the look to Jaden Davis, and goes as a lateral, Bobby, so that works just like a run.
Yeah, but you see how hard Davis hit his defender. He's 5'10", he weighs about 225, and he wasn't just going to go down easy right here. Watch him make this catch and just pow, I'm going to take you. If you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you. That made the other guy kind of move his mask a little bit because, hey, that'll slow a defense down eventually. If you get hit like that, you don't want to hit them as hard anymore.
Exactly. 3rd down and 10 here for the Raiders. They're going to send a man in motion. There's a snap. Weewahay, they're looking for the screen pass. There it is to the running back. Oh!
No flag on that either.
Yeah, interesting is number 6 there for the Rangers. McKay Bird again comes across to make the tackle, but you're right, Bobby. It looked like maybe he grabbed a hold of him.
Yeah, he grabs his shirt. That's definitely a holding at least. See right here, he just grabs him.
It kind of swung him around, and he's not able to hold on to it, so a 4th down, and Raiders are going to have to punt it away again. So after the initial 1st down of the game for the Raiders, they've had, in essence, 2 3-and-outs after that, and here comes the kick. A high end-over-end kick is going to bounce it around the 30-yard line, take a Raider bounce, and going to be down at around the 29-yard line. So the Rangers will come back out on offense with a 7-0 lead here with 6:43 remaining in the first.
Well, you know, they got to feel pretty good coming out and having 2 completed passes. So he's 2 for 2, Trey Walton, one of them for 71-yard touchdown. I mean, you got to feel pretty good. You haven't played against anybody except your own team for three weeks, and you come out here and you have that kind of success.
Exactly. And it's got to be tough, like you said, Bobby, because these players, they've been raring to go, and to see all the other teams in the district, have already played 3 games, and boy, there's the handoff to Kingsley Bennett. He gets hit in the backfield and is going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss.
Well, the defensive coordinator, Matt Wiseman, I mean, he called up the perfect play right there. He calls a blitz to the outside, and boom, it's right there where Kingsley Bennett is getting the ball.
So loss of, well, it looks like 3, Bobby, on the play. So 2nd down and 13 coming up now for the Rangers. Empty backfield. There's a snap. They're going to throw it out quickly to Bennett. Well, the Raiders defense is there. They swarm on him, and Bennett may have gained a yard after that play, but it's going to be 3rd down and long here for Naaman Forest.
Harris and Richardson.
Yeah, it looked like Gabe Harris was in there on that tackle, and it's hard to do. You know, they've kind of split the whole offense. They just move everybody out and have 3 receivers blocking, and then they throw Bennett the ball out there, and it's almost like a screen. But the Raiders were able to get out there and blow that thing up.
3rd down and 12 here, and we have penalty flags, and there's going to be a false start called here, it looks like, against Naaman Forest.
False start. Number 17 of the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So that 5-yard penalty will mark him back as you take a look at the head coach for Naaman Forest, Jesse Perales, and boy, the district champions from last year, the Naaman Forest Rangers. Coach Perales looking for big things from his squad this year. Again, they're picked to finish at the top of the district. Here comes another deep throw from the quarterback, Walton, and with a little bit of contact, they're going to throw a flag.
Well, they weren't going to let that happen again. They just said, hey, not this time. I mean, we'll take the 10-yard penalty or whatnot, but we're not going to let you just run down the field here.
Well, a lot of pushing from both squads, but they'll get the defense every time on this. Had a hold of his jersey as well, so pretty easy call there for the officials.
Yeah, but, you know, both teams have been getting away with a little bit of that holding, and I'm sure they feel that, you know, hey, they're not calling it over that side. They may not call it on this side either, so let's take the chances here.
Look at the head coach for the North Garland Raiders right there in the middle of your screen, Coach Joe Castillo. He has that look like, I don't like this, but.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 17. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
So 15-yard penalty will be marked off against the North Garland Raiders. That will give Naaman Forest an automatic first down. Like the play call there, Bobby, you know, you had that third down and really 17 to go, and just throw it deep and see if you can get the flag, and they certainly did.
Yeah, and I would have thought that, you know, defensively, you would have had a safety over the top on that. You wouldn't have had to hold. You should have had a safety over there just playing rover and picking off a big, deep pass like that.
Exactly. 1st and 10 now for Naaman Forest. The ball at the 37-yard line. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. The handoff to Bennett. Tries to skip outside. Boy, breaks one tackle there with a nice move. Still on his feet.
Oh,
and look
my
at
goodness.
him. It's a foot race. Although a penalty flag comes out, Bennett's going to score. But that one may be coming back. Well, a couple of nice moves that time, Bobby, to get out of trouble, and breaks a couple tackles as well. But again, I think that one will be coming back.
That's pretty amazing because he was swarmed up. It looked like a bunch of bees were around him, and all of a sudden he comes out of it.
Be a 10-yard penalty for the foul. Replay. First down.
So a holding call will go against the Rangers. Here's a look at this replay. You're going to see a couple times it looked like he was going to be tackled. There you go.
Yeah, just all over, just making people miss.
There's your hold right there to the left side of your screen. Again, you're not going to catch Bennett if he gets that much space, but it will come back.
That's those fresh legs.
1st and 10, Naaman Forest close to midfield. Again, they lead 7-0 early on in the game.
We've seen 2 big penalties, you know, and sometimes that'll happen for teams that this is their first game to play.
There's a low snap, but a quick throw out. The catch is made by number 3 of the Rangers. That's Mike DeLuna, the 5'8", 165-pound senior, and that's going to be another first down after the gain of 11.
Trey Walton's got a pretty good arm. I mean, he's been setting in there very nice and making some good, accurate passes. Well, that video was great right there on that replay. You could see his eyes. He could see the defender coming at him, and he lowered that shoulder and tried to make the defender pay. It was great video right there.
Naaman in North Garland territory. The handoff to Bennett coming outside to the left. He's going to get tripped up from behind, however, by number 7, Gabe Harris of the Raiders.
Harris has been all over the field.
Do see a penalty flag came out late as well.
Personal foul. Number 55 of the offense. Be a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Again, you know, this is their first game, so a lot of these teams have all of these things worked out. They've already been talking about it. They're calm. They coached them up, you know, after the games, and now this is their first game. So all of a sudden you get all these penalties.
Personal, number 55 of the offense. Be second down.
So that personal foul penalty called against the offense, number 55, and we'll back them up. And Coach Perales wanting to get an explanation of what set up a 2nd down and 27.
Well, you know Trey Walton can air it out.
2nd down from the 42.
And here's where you better play deep again. 2nd down and 27 here to go. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Bennett up the middle. Pretty good running room, but he's going to be dropped close to midfield. That's going to be a gain of about 7 yards, but it's going to be well shy of the first down. 3rd down and 18.
Pretty good blocking right there about big number 56. You see how he gets his guy and just drives him all the way back into the referee. And boy, you got some blockers up there like that.
And there's a penalty flag that came out again.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 3 of the defense. Be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Well, there you go. So now we've got an unsportsmanlike call against the Raiders. That's going to bail out Naaman Forest and give them an automatic first down. Well, you just can't do that if you're the defense. You're already trailing 7-0 in this game.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there for a defense, for the whole team. And you penalize the whole team because I didn't see what happened, but unsportsmanlike conduct, that's not a good one.
So 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35. Walton's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He gets hit as he throws. That's going to be, almost picked off. Boy, that was number 3, Isaiah DeLeon. He was a young man that just got called for that unnecessary roughness penalty. Bobby almost picked it off.
Yeah, they get some pressure on him right here. I think they grabbed the ball there and then maybe hit him just a little bit. Ball's floating, but DeLeon kind of turned a little bit early. If he would have just kept running a little bit, his timing was just off. Boy, that would have been a big turnover.
Incomplete pass sets up a 2nd down and 10. 3:22 remaining here in the first quarter at Williams Stadium. Naaman Forest on top 7-0 over North Garland. There's another low snap. Walton's able to get it and throw it out quickly to Bennett. Bennett tried to get outside, but he's going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. And a nice play there by number 33 of the Raiders. That is Samarian Richardson.
Yeah, big 6'1", 225-pound senior. He just kind of blows through his block there and makes a good play. Then you got some supporting cast from number 14 playing corner. Bennett's coming out of the game.
Yeah, coming out of the game for this play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for Naaman Forest. Empty backfield. And we're going to have a timeout call, it looks like, here by Naaman Forest. I think they only had 10 on the field, Bobby, and we're going to take a break with them. And why don't we keep it here and talk a little bit about what we've seen so far. So 7-0 Naaman Forest. Again, we talked about it. Naaman Forest, their first live action of the year. And well, I tell you what, their defense, held really well on that first drive. North Garland with the initial first down, but then had to punt after that. Then you had Walton with the nice 71-yard pass to get the Rangers on the board early.
Yeah, you do that. It kind of scares your defense a little bit. It kind of throws you out of your game plan. Now you're afraid you're going to get beat deep, so you kind of play with a couple of guys back, and that kind of opens the run for Kingsley Bennett. And you saw him dance around, and it got called back, but man, what a run. Was able to get down the field and make big plays. They got Naaman, when you first look out there, they look like they got some big old linemen, big offensive linemen, and it looks like they're setting up enough time to be able to throw the ball and opening up some holes to run it.
So we are back to live action, and yep, I agree with you 100%. We just haven't seen, much explosiveness out of the Raiders that we've seen the first 3 weeks. Again, surprising, not to the Raiders, of course, but to most people in the area to have them come in at 3-0. Most people expected them to kind of struggle with all the sophomores, but they haven't been able to get things going offensively yet in this game as we are nearing the end of the first quarter.
Timeout. North. First charge. Timeout of the half.
Now you got a timeout call for the Raiders, and so why don't we go ahead and take a break here? We've got 2:37 remaining. Our score: Naaman Forest 7, North Garland 0.
We are all connected to something bigger than ourselves. Change one thing, change everything. The things we do today have an extraordinary impact on a child's future. A better child, a better world. GISD has a ripple effect on our community. Every lesson can positively affect our future leaders. We are Garland ISD, impacting lives, changing futures. It's what we call the GISD effect.
So after consecutive timeouts, one by the Rangers, one by the Raiders, we are now back to live action. We're going to have a penalty here. As it looked like an encroachment here. An offside call coming up, I think, against the Raiders.
All sides on the defense. Be a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So that's going to get them halfway to where they need to be. 3rd and 10 moves to 3rd and 5 here. The ball going to be placed right at the 30-yard line.
So 2 timeouts later, you get an encroachment call.
Get a penalty, yep.
I wonder how many times that coach told them in the huddle, do not move.
3rd down and 5 here. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Bennett, trying to get outside. He's got some room. Makes a nice move to get outside. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Pushed out of bounds around the 16. Going to mark him out at the 15, so that is a gain of 15 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, and you think you got him, but watch this quick feet. Watch him just hop like a whoop. See you later. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that hop step, and he is running full speed on the 1st step out of the hop. I mean, that's pretty quick feet. Now, we've seen him make some people miss tonight.
1st and 10 now at the 15-yard line. Rangers driving again here late in the 1st quarter. Another handoff to Bennett coming outside. Oh, pardon me, that's a new running back in the game. That's number 1. And he's around the end for about 4 yards. That is Kaysen Rideau. His 1st run of the game, and a nice gain of about 4 yards.
You see all these linemen, man, they're just moving outside for you, and you're getting good blocks from everybody.
Inside of 2 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. 7-0 our score, but Rangers threatening here to put more points on the board. Got a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Send a man in motion up. Here comes penalty flag again. So, boy, it started pretty clean, Bobby, but we've seen a lot of penalty flags here in the last 10 minutes or so.
Illegal snap on the center of the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So an illegal snap called. You don't see that one called off, and he must have moved the football just a little bit before he snapped it. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and set up a 2nd down and 11.
That or he snapped the ball and all his linemen were still setting. One of the two.
Bennett in the backfield. Now we've got movement. That's going to be 5 more.
Well, these are the things that you work out.
Number 52 of the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down.
I mean, they just look like this is their 1st game.
And it is.
And you know, a lot of it, you will see it like in the 3rd and 4th quarter. We'll see if they get really tired as well. And a lot of guys starting to have cramps and that sort of thing. We'll see how that affects the outcome of this game.
Went from a 2nd and 6 to now 2nd and 16 after 2 consecutive penalties. A counter look to Kingsley Bennett. Gets around the end as the Raiders lost containment. He's going to pick up the penalty yardage all the way back inside the 15 down to the 13. So a gain of about 8 on the carry.
Well, Bennett is just so quick out there. Again, they have him contained. Look, he's waiting on him, and he just outruns him to the outside. Now, to number 2's credit right there, Jones, he follows him out there and makes the tackle. But, boy, Bennett is just putting on a clinic out there.
So a 3rd and long here. Big defensive play coming up here for North Garland in the closing seconds of the 1st quarter. There's the snap, and looking to throw it. He's got time. Here comes pressure. Throws it across the middle. Oh, and it is dropped. That would have been a sure touchdown. Bobby, had Dominique Hall been able to hang on to it, but it is not able to be caught. And that's going to set up 4th down.
Well, I'm impressed with Walton. Look, Walton's looking to the right. He's looking to the left. He goes through all his progressions. That's his 3rd progression that he drops the ball down to. I mean, that is that's really nice to see a high school quarterback go through that many progressions. And you got to give credit to that offensive line giving him time to do it.
So they are on to attempt a field goal here. This is going to be a 30-yard attempt. Number 33 for the Rangers, set to kick it away. Get a 30-yard field goal attempt coming up here, and got a whistle.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Naaman Forest.
Timeout of the half.
We'll keep it here with only 26 seconds remaining. And Bobby, let's talk just a bit about Naaman Forest. You know, you mentioned it again. Their first game of the season. There's a look at the offense there as they are huddling up, getting set for this field goal attempt. But, you know, first game of the season for them, and you mentioned it, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out as the game wears on. You know, as you talked about with the heat, you know, we're still in the low 90s, upper 80s, you know, see if some cramping starts, you know, towards the end of the game and what have you. But, you know, Rangers look pretty good so far on offense for their first game.
I think so. I mean, you're finding out about your quarterback. I mean, he looked pretty good and poised in that pocket, and we haven't seen him run. But Kingsley Bennett looks like he's put on some weight. He doesn't look, you know, he looks a little thicker. He can take on some guys, but he hadn't lost any speed. He looks faster than ever. And you've got these big offensive linemen that is very impressive. It looks like you got a guy on here that's about 6'6", 295 in deal sitting on the line. So, I mean, you got some guys out there that can really play.
Here we go, and they decide to go ahead and go for it here as Walt's going to roll up to his right, throws it towards the end zone, and that pass is overthrown and incomplete, and the Raiders have held.
Wow, that was great cover on Flores. He just does a little post corner move, but you see that defense just stayed right on him. That ball would have had to have been thrown, I mean, so perfect. That was just good coverage right there by number 14.
Well, so the Raiders defense holds. We still have a 7-0 game here as we've only got 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if the Raiders can manufacture any offense. So far, Bobby, only 11 yards for North Garland through almost 1 quarter of play.
Yeah, they need to open it up. And they came out with some plays that were scripted. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They run left, they run right, they throw a little pass out there. They were just trying to figure out what's going to happen, what they're going to be able to work on. But then after that, it's just been very slow. So God's power is going to have to control this thing, use his feet and his arm.
1st and 10 Raiders, the ball at the 13-yard line. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off on the counter to number 2, trying to get outside. Now he's going to cut back in, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of about 3. And that will probably be our final play of the quarter.
Yeah, number 50 is just coming down the line. Isaiah Johnson, look, he's just coming down the line. Following him. When he cuts back, boom. Yeah, that's why it's dangerous to cut back like that.
And that is indeed the end of the first quarter. A pretty entertaining first quarter. Our score at the end of 1 at Williams Stadium. Naaman Forest 7, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV.
The following is a presentation of GRS TV.
back at Williams Stadium for the start of the second quarter. Our first quarter score, 7-0 Naaman Forest on top of North Garland North with a second down and 13. There's a snap, and going to hand it off outside. Some running lane. Oh, and he loses the ball. I believe Naaman may have recovered.
Oh, man, that is not a good place to lose the ball.
That was number 2, Todrick Jones, and he had a little bit of room there, Bobby, but then just an arm comes in and knocks the ball away. Watch this.
Boom. Number 6 comes in, puts his helmet on it, and that ball just goes flying up in the air.
There's a look at number 22 right there on the recovery, Jason Flores, and Rangers offense now on the field. They are set up with a first and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, Naaman's doing a great job. They only allowed 8 total yards in that first quarter, and now they've created a turnover inside the 10.
Big series right here for the Raiders if they can hold Naaman out of the end zone. Here comes Bennett. They're going to hand it off to him, and he is going to be hit immediately. That's going to go nowhere. And, boy, good defensive play right there by number 7, Gabe Harris, to come across the line, Bob, and just sit right there and wait for Bennett to come across.
Yeah, they started out with that empty backfield, and then they had Bennett come in motion and then just hand it to him, see if he could get the sweep all the way outside. And number 7 right there, as you said, Harris, he was just waiting for him.
It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 11, so second and goal at the 11. This Raiders defense tries to stiffen here. Empty backfield, a double wing look here for Naaman Forest. Another low snap. Walt's in trouble. He's going to be hit as he throws it. That pass falls incomplete. It's Richardson on the tackle, the 6'1" senior. Well, came free that time, Bobby. Here he comes.
Yeah, just so much time. Okay, so that was a stunt, really. And what your defensive lineman did was just really, he was blocking. He blocked the offensive line, and then you had a stunted linebacker coming through that hole. And it worked perfectly.
So a big third and goal from the 11 here. There's a snap. Walton 3-step drop. He's going to throw it deep towards the end zone, and that pass is overthrown and incomplete. Boy, the Raider defense held here, Bobby. You know, Naaman had a first and goal, but it looks like they're going to have to settle for the field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's interesting that they lined up and tried to throw 2 passes in a row right there. And as good as Bennett's been doing and big as that offensive line, I think I would have attempted to run out of the backfield and just pick up some yards and make it a 4 down. I mean, it's a gift to you anyway. You might as well just run the ball down their throat and see if you could use 4 plays to get in the end zone there. But great job right there by the defense.
So a 27-yard attempt for the left-footed kicker of the Rangers. So we put them up by 10. There's a good look from the end zone. There's a snap and hold. The kick is away, and it's no good. So the Raider defense is held as that one goes wide right. Boy, North Garland's defense, give them all the credit right there, Bobby. We'll need to remember this moment perhaps later on as, again, Naaman Forest with the turnover had a first and goal at the 9, but fails to put points on the board.
Well, the thing is, though, that you still got them pinned inside the 10. So that Naaman Forest defense has been great. I mean, again, we've said it earlier, only 8 total yards that they've given up.
Well, let's see if that gives them a little life, as of course the ball will be placed at the 20, first and 10 here for North Garland. And again, let's see if there's maybe a bit of a momentum swing here. The Raider offense needs to get going. Like you mentioned, Bobby, only 1 first down and 8 yards. Let's see if Weewahe can get things going. There's the snap. He's going to roll out. This is a design quarterback run all the way. Gets a couple of blocks, and he's going to have a first down run of about 12 yards.
And that's what we thought that they would start doing at the beginning of this game, is use his feet and make that defense suck up to try to get to him, because that offensive line is really good that North Garland has. And God's power, he's so fast and so strong, he can handle that hitting. And it'll get those safeties coming downhill, and when that happens, he's got a strong arm that he can throw over the top of them. So you just want to play on that.
First and 10. There's a snap. The handoff, straight handoff. Boy, nice hole up the middle. Boy, he takes a big hit, but guess what? That's 10 more yards, and I believe that was number 13 on the carry. It was indeed the starting running back, Jaden Davis, the sophomore.
Again, he's 5'9", 220 pounds. He is a load. That's why he's able to carry those guys. And he can handle the load as well. Being 225 pounds, that's solid muscle.
2 consecutive first downs now for the Raiders. They're out to their own 44. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off again. And this time the stunning Ranger, number 54, makes the tackle immediately, Elijah Johnson.
Yeah, now he's 245 pounds himself. And, you know, he's playing on that offensive line and comes in for defense. And, boy, he just comes off his block coming downhill. Man, what a shot.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 coming up here for North Garland. But good to see the Raider offense put a couple of, first downs together. There's a snap, and quarterback's going to keep it himself to the left side. He's got some room out here, and boy, nice play made by number 6 of Naaman Forest to come up and make the tackle. Again, Mikay Bird.
Yeah, because if he didn't make that tackle, he had some running. God Power had some running room. I mean, they basically get 3 guys coming at you blocking. So they have a guy that kind of comes down the line of scrimmage as a lead blocker. Then they have the running back coming out there, and then God's Power's running behind them. So they got a lot of people blocking out there, and that was just a nice play by Naaman Forest out for Bird.
See if they come back with the same play here to the right side, the wide side of the field. Nope, they're going to hand it off up the middle, and boy, hit and dropped after a gain of about 3 is number 13, Jaden Davis. He's going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards, and let's see what Coach Castillo elects to do. As of now, the offense staying on the field.
Yeah, I'd watch that snap count if I was Naaman. See if they try to do a hard count right here.
Yeah, pretty early in the game to be going for it here on 4th and 3 at midfield, but they're lined up at least. And like you said, let's see if they come with the hard count.
He's going to end up probably calling a timeout.
Yeah, the play clock is down to 10 seconds. Yeah, they're just holding on to, I think you're exactly right, Bobby. I think we're going to see a timeout called by the Raiders here. There it is. They'll come over and talk about things and decide whether they want to go for it or whether they want to go ahead and kick it away. So, well, let's keep it here and talk a little bit about the North Garland Raiders. Again, we mentioned at the opener, they have started the season at 3-0, and really last week was a big win for them. They trailed in the game against Bergner by 14 points a couple of times. Actually came back to win that game in overtime, 57-51. To keep their undefeated season going. And like I said, no one really saw this out of the Raiders. They have a young squad with all the sophomores, Bobby, but 3-0, they look pretty good so far.
We were impressed. I mean, they've got, DeAndre Johnson out there on the outside and that they could throw the ball to, and God's Power seems like he can run the ball. He's a big guy. He can handle the hits, and they got a great running back, and then they got some big linemen. I mean, you put that together in a high school team, and you've got some nice chances to win every week.
Yep. And again, you start, with a young squad, you start getting those wins piling up, and they start getting more and more confidence. And then, like you said, they just kind of continues forward each and every week. So good 3-0 start for the Raiders, and one to certainly watch in this district race.
Yeah, it propels the defense as well. They start wanting to play good and play better, and boy, all of a sudden they all think they can win and never want to lose.
So the Raiders in punt formation. Rangers not going to send anybody back. There comes the snap, and the rugby-style punt is away, and it's a high kick. It's going to bounce and take a Ranger bounce and be down at around the 30-yard line. So, Bobby, you were exactly right. They were going to try to see if they could pull the Rangers offside, but they weren't able to, so the punt is away, and the Rangers offense comes back on the field.
Well, you see big number 56. I think I'm running behind that guy every time. He looks like he's playing on Saturdays already.
Yeah, that, of course, is Marcus Dill, the junior, and, highly sought-after recruit. Again, his brother Devin Dill, y'all may remember from last year, was wreaking havoc for the Naaman Forest defense as well. But, yeah, he goes both ways, Bobby, so it's going to be interesting to see, again, when we get to the fourth quarter, how he's able to hold up. Quick throw on first down, and boy, they just gave him too much of a cushion that time, and there's a big late hit out of bounds. That's going to add 15 more on. And another catch by number 17, Jaden Flores.
Yeah, just no nonsense right there. I mean, why give them an extra 15 yards? He's out of bounds. You don't need to throw him.
Personal foul. Number 8 of the defense. Late hit out of bounds. Be a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Be a first down.
Yeah, you make the play here, it's done. Why do you keep doing it?
So the 15-yard penalty tacked on at the end, and the Rangers now in North Garland territory at the 40-yard line. 7:50 remaining here in the half. 7-0 Naaman Forest on top. Walton with the quick throw after the fake, and catch is made out there by number 3 of the Rangers. That is Mike DeLuna once again, and he's going to be, or he is going to have the first down, Bobby. That's a gain of 11 yards down to the 29.
Yeah, nice blocking right there, but all of a sudden, both receivers, they just turn around and do stops. So the defense is setting at 10 yards back. They stop at about 2, catch the ball, and then make one guy miss and pick up a first. It was a very nice play. Good execution there.
Split backs in the backfield this time, along with quarterback Walton. There's the fake handoff. Walton looking to throw. He's got all sorts of time. Throws it outside. Catch is made once again by Flores. Breaks one tackle, not able to escape the second. He's going to be upended. And there is another penalty flag on the play.
Simadi, he's a pretty short guy out there trying to play against a big number 17, which is 5'11", 170 pounds, and he just had so much time and so much cushion.
Holding. Number 56 of the offense. Be a 10-yard penalty from the original spot. Replay. First down.
So there is the holding call against Naaman Forest. That's going to back him up 10. Set up a first down and 20 now for Naaman Forest.
He just had a lot of time to sit back there and throw. Now we know why. He had a guy holding for him.
There's a snap. This time the handoff to Bennett, trying to bounce it outside. He does.
Oh, my goodness.
Gets around 2 people. Another penalty flag comes out, and that's usually a holding call, so we'll check the flag here. Nice run by Bennett.
Number 3 of the offense. Be a 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
But another holding call against Naaman Forest. That's going to back him up 10 more.
Again, these are penalties that get cleaned up after your 3rd game, and this is their first game. So this is what you see, and so next week coaches will have something to work on, because now you're not practicing against guys that are going 3/4 speed, that don't want to actually hit your guys. And so now you start to hold a little bit because everybody's moving full speed. Not used to it yet.
First down and 30 now for the Rangers as they're going the opposite direction. Quick throw out by Walton. The catch is made. Boy, a nice open field tackle by number 27, Joseph Rosales, on number 1, Kaysen Rideau. And
another sophomore coming out there and making a huge play.
Look at that play. We can't do it better than that. No gain. Second down and 30 coming up here for Naaman Forest.
Yeah, that's going to go on his highlight reels, man. Very nice. Don't give up the big play here is what you got to do if you're on defense.
Going to switch running backs. And here we go. Walton looking to throw. He throws it. Boy, nice grab. Boy, they're going to get almost 20 yards back, Bobby, 18 to be exact, because that catch is made by number 3. Once again, Mike DeLuna.
Just sits back there and makes such a good throw.
Look at the grab by DeLuna as well.
Yeah. Just how are you sitting there that wide open?
Go from a second down and 30 to a third down and a manageable 12 yards here.
Trey Walton threw that ball with a guy right in his face, too.
There's snap. Walton, 3-step drop, looking to throw it. He's got pressure, steps up in the pocket, looks towards the end zone. Boy, it was there, Bobby, but just out of the reach of number 1, Kaysen Rideau. And well, it's going to be 4th down, and I would imagine they'll go for it here.
Yeah, the safety, he just kind of gives up on the play because he's like, there's no possible way they're going to throw the ball over here. You watch, that guy runs a corner route. He's like, okay, nobody's going to see. He just stopped. There's no way they're going to throw that route. And boy, Walton's got the arm to do it. I mean, that was just inches from being a touchdown.
So another big play here in the first half is we've got a 4th down and a long 12, an empty backfield here as the Rangers appear to be going for it. There's a snap. Walton, 5-step drop, looking to throw it. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw it towards the end zone. He's got a man out there. Catch is made. Touchdown number 3, Mike DeLuna. Woo!
Walton's got a great eye for the ball. Look at him. That's his second guy he's looked at. He was waiting for the crossing route, and he knows he can throw it out there and let his guys go get it. And that's just exactly what happened. Man, that was beautiful.
So a 4th and 13 turns into 6 more for the Rangers. They extend the lead here to 13-0 with the extra point attempt to go, and kicker coming on the field late.
You forget that it was a touchdown. Maybe he was over there celebrating. I'm not sure.
May have been. Play clock. Oh, they get it off right in time. The kick is up, and it is good. So another nice throw, and that time the catch made by number 3, Mike DeLuna, right there on the left side of your screen. Our new score, Naaman Forest 14, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages. Naaman Forest with a 14-0 lead. We've got 5:11 remaining here in the half. And boy, that big 4th down conversion right there. And Walton had all day to throw. Credit to the offensive line of the Rangers, and a great catch there in the end zone by number 3, Mike DeLuna. Here comes the kick. Boy, and he gets through several Ranger players, and he's got some blockers out here, Bobby. Tries to get outside. He's going to be close to midfield. A nice return that time by number 1, Mateo Howard.
Yeah, I think there was some great blocking more than the run. I mean, the blocking, the run was good at the beginning, but watch this block. They all stop, and then they see him coming, and everybody just kind of makes a wall right here. Watch this blocking. And he has to do so much dancing around that everybody was able to catch him. But, yeah, that was a pretty nice return.
Yeah, the Raiders close to midfield here, and they've had 3 drives now in this game where they've started, you know, outside their 40-yard line. Haven't got anything to go yet. There's a quick throw out. The catch is made, and boy, a couple of missed tackles there. And that's going to be a 1st down, it looks like, by number 3, or to number 3, Isaiah DeLeon.
Well, they need one. They've only had 4 in this entire game. I mean, that Rangers defense has been just gnarly.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles. 1st down and 10 now in Ranger territory. There's a snap, and the quarterback's going to keep it all the way to the right side. Boy, they just string him along, get him out of bounds, and boy, no gain on the play that time as they played it correctly that time on defense.
Jaden Clark does a great job right there. He just doesn't allow the run to get outside. And number 7, boom. Just, there's nowhere to go. It got strung out so far.
2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Raiders. There's a snap, the quick throw out once again. The catch is made, and boy, it makes one man miss, and going to be tripped up at around the 34-yard line. Let's call it the 35, so that's a gain of about 7. It's going to set up 3rd down and short.
Hitten's kind of shifty, isn't he? Gets that ball. I like the pass. Good blocking, but well, that's some shifty little running right there.
Inside of 4 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-0 Rangers, but the Raiders with a good drive going here. Big 3rd down play for North Garland. There's a snap. He's going to take it himself. Boy, trips, and he's going to lose a yard, maybe 2 yards on the carry. It's going to be 4th down and 5, but I think the Raiders going to have to go for it here, don't you think, Bobby?
Probably so, but I mean, it's not. I mean, you could punt the ball and try to pin the Rangers back inside the 10-yard line. I mean, you kick a 30-yard kick. That's about what they usually do. You might pin them back. Might as well. You got 3 minutes left of the quarter.
Wawihe is still on the field, and it looks like they are going to go for it. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw it out, and boy, they just miscommunicated. As you saw the receiver, Bobby, with an in route, it looked like a curl. He was just going to sit there at the 1st down marker, but Wawihe threw it outside, and they just, could not connect.
Yeah, he was there, and then he moved in. After Guts Power decided to throw it, his receiver moved inwards instead of outwards, and he was expecting him to be right where he threw it, and he would have been open.
So the turnover on downs, the Rangers have 2:54 remaining. They only have 1 timeout, but again, plenty of time. Try to put more points on the board and extend the lead here before half. Trey Walton, the 6'3", 210-pound junior.
Well, he's putting up some stats.
Quick throw out, another catch made out here on the sideline to number 17, Jaden Flores. Been the top receiver, obviously, in the game for Naaman Forest.
Number 6, Bird.
He's putting up some stats now. Flores has got 95 yards. I mean, and a touchdown.
1st and 10, the ball at midfield. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, quick throw out, catch is made once again, and hit immediately is the receiver, Mike DeLuna, and pretty good defensive play that time by the Raiders.
Yeah, it's safety. He saw it all the way. Franklin comes down the hill, and it hits him right as the ball gets to the receiver's hands, but great catch.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 as we approach 2 minutes left in the half. The handoff to Bennett. Makes a couple of Raiders miss, still spinning and still on his feet. He's going to have the 1st down, it looks like, as they're going to mark him at the 40, so a gain of 6.
I mean, he should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage.
May need a little breather here as well.
He's probably dizzy. Look at this. 1, 2. He could be just a little dizzy. Well, that little extra push at the very end gets them the 1st down.
There's a snap. Walton looking to throw. Another outside throw. Another catch made by Flores. And it's going to be another 1st down. A gain of about 12 yards on that reception.
Well, he's just ruling that side of the field. I mean, he's doing an outside routes, catching them. He's got like 10 to 12 yards cushion. I mean, he's got plenty of time to do whatever he wants to do out there. And Walton's just throwing a very nice ball.
Well, a handoff to that time to number 6, the running back, Mekhi Bird. And
yeah, we've seen him on defense and offense, and Bird's come in there, and he really should have had a touchdown right there. And I know he wanted it really bad, but that old turf monster reached up and grabbed his foot.
Yes, it did. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to him once again to the left. Penalty flag comes out. He will make the end zone this time, but that one probably coming back.
They're going to get a holding call right up there at the line of scrimmage, right where he broke through. I'm running it again, though. I mean, they're running behind big number 56.
Number 56 of the offense. Be a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Yeah, he got the call that time as well. The holding will go against 56. Here's the handoff. See if we can pick it up here.
I think I'd just try to do it again. That's 2 plays in a row that they've ran that direction, and both times probably could have scored.
Bird's a nice player, isn't he, Bobby? Like you said, we've seen him both on defense make some tackles, and then again here a running back. And boy, nice little player there for Naaman Forest.
It's a great combo. I mean, you've got him. He's a big guy. He's in the 200s. And then you got Bennett over there about 170 or whatever and real fast. So you've got a pretty good combination of backs there.
To 107.
So they're going to reset the clock back to 107. And I believe the Rangers have used their final timeout. We have not seen a signal as of yet, but
Please reset. Game clock to 107.
so they reset the game clock. And no, pardon me, it doesn't look like a timeout was charged to either team, so they just needed to reset the clock. So 107 remaining here in the half. Naaman Forest with a second down and 16 after the penalty. Got whistles once again.
Well, I think I'd be real careful defensively on this play because we've already seen Walton throw the ball 40 yards. And this defense that they've got right now, it doesn't look like they have any safeties over the top. They're really worried about Bennett getting the ball and running with it. But Walton's the one that can throw it and make you really pay.
Second down here and 16. There's a snap. Walton looking to throw. Here comes pressure. He's going to throw it out and overthrows his intended receiver. I couldn't tell, Bobby. He may have got his arm hit that time as he threw it. It was close, but at any rate, it does fall incomplete.
Yeah, I think number 33 got in there and got the rush on him. Let's see it right here. When you start rolling that direction, it makes it pretty tough. No, but the pressure was on him, and it made him have to throw early.
Second down 16 now as we are at 1:02 remaining in the half. Snap to Walton. They're going to bring pressure up the middle. The throw's there. The catch is in and out of the hands, and an interception by North Garland's number 14, Justin Hinton.
Boy, Hinton just was lucky there because that ball was thrown so nice. Watch the touch on this throw here. Just touch it. Leads him perfect. That could have been easily a touchdown, first down, anything. But guess what? It was a present to the defense. That's what that was.
Yep, ends up being an interception. There's Hinton right there, the first turnover of the game for Naaman Forest. And North Garland has a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Only one timeout remaining, and we are under a minute to go.
Yeah, it looks like Naaman didn't have 11 guys on the field.
Timeout. Naaman.
Yeah, because
Third
of
and
it.
final. Timeout of the half.
Yeah, they're going to use their final timeout here for that very reason. And why don't we just keep it here since we're under a minute to go? Boy, interesting first half, and you know, really a good stand right there by the North Garland defense, Bobby. They really needed that because Naaman was driving once again. You know, of course, remember, had another touchdown right then called back because of a holding call and then end up with the turnover. So good job there by North's defense to, you know, kind of keep the game still within reach.
Absolutely.
It's only 14-0.
Micah Bird really could have broke 2 touchdowns there. They got bailed out. North Garland got bailed out because of a holding call on a touchdown. And then that interception right there was just in and out of the hands of the receiver. So, you know, let's see what they can do. They got 55 seconds. See what they can make up here.
So Wawi Hay is going to hand it off. They're going to pitch it back, throw it to him. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out here. And the pass is incomplete. There is a penalty flag, so it probably was going to come back anyway.
Well, they let him continue with the play, and so it probably was offsides on the defense is what looked like a free play there.
Well, they were looking for Daly on it. It was there, Bobby, but just overthrown by about a yard.
All the stuff going on. That was a flea flicker. There was like two pitch plays on that play.
Illegal shift on the offense.
Oh, no.
That penalty will be declined. Second down.
It was going to come back anyway, all for naught.
Yep. Well, good throw that time by Wawi-Hay. And
it's interesting, you know, we look here at the stats, and North Garland's only put up 55 total yards. That Naaman Forest defense has really been playing well.
handoff on second down, and a nice run to the right, and the tackle made by number 25 there, Kanan Hall of the Rangers. And the Raiders may just let this clock roll out as we approach 30 seconds remaining. We've got a 3rd and 3 coming up. Like I said, may have taken their big shot on that flea flicker, and of course you don't want a turnover here. You're trailing 14-0. Let's see, there's the snap. Yeah, they're just going to hand it off. And there's the run, a nice gain on the play, a first down run of about 6 yards, and that will probably end up doing it for the half.
Had to stop the clock because of the first down. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, they may not. Yeah, they're not going to snap it again.
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to let the clock run out here.
Oh no, a Naaman Forest guy laid down on the turf to act like he was hurt. Stop the clock.
The clock is stopped here momentarily as like you said, they're looking at the injured Ranger, but again, I believe they're going to let the last 4 seconds just tick off the clock once they start back. And again, the Raiders go back into the locker room, only trailing 14, and so again, you're still in this game when offensively not a whole lot of things went right for you.
With the second.
Naaman Forest doing well,
That's
though.
a
They put 14 first downs, 257 yards of offense. Their quarterback looked awesome. They need to clean a couple of things up. They had 8 penalties for 70 yards, and really that's what's been holding them back.
Exactly. We have come to the end of the first half of play here at Williams Stadium. Our halftime score, Naaman Forest 14, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages. At Williams Stadium for the start of the 3rd quarter. Our halftime score, Naaman Forest 14 and North Garland nothing. Boy, pretty interesting first half. Naaman Forest, again, their first game of the season, Bobby, and let's take a look at some of the first half highlights.
They opened it straight up with a 71-yard touchdown from Trey Walton to Jaden Flores. I mean, that didn't take them long. 3rd play from the line of scrimmage.
That was the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, right inside the 10-yard line. Fortunate for the Raiders, they were able to hold them and no score out of that thing.
You see Walton looking and connecting for a 2nd touchdown pass in the first half.
Yeah, another 32-yard touchdown catch to Mike DeLuna.
14-0, and then here comes the interception for the Raiders.
That bailed them out right there because they were heading down for another touchdown.
There's a look at your first half highlights. So again, 14-0 lead here for the Rangers. Just mentioned moments ago, again, their first game of the season. They've actually looked pretty good, Bobby, for their first game. The defense in particular has really held that talented North Garland Raider offense to really nothing much in the first.
Yeah, we thought God's Power had a lot of talent over there, but they've really shut down their big DeAndre Johnson. That's their big receiver, and only held North Garland to 5 first downs, 70 total yards, 49 on the ground. That's pretty dang good. But I tell you, what's happening for Naaman is those penalties, and that could be because it's their first game. They don't have it all worked out yet. They had 8 penalties for 70 yards. They get that taken care of. Boy, I think that Trey Walton, he's pretty good. If you look over there, he's finding his 3rd receiver. He's sitting back there and making some great tosses. 257 total yards for Naaman, and 63 of it on the ground and the rest in the air. And I tell you, Kingsley Bennett, he's shifty guy too, man. It's hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah, you mentioned Walt, the quarterback, 6'3", 210-pound junior. And I believe, Bobby, he played wide receiver last year, if I remember right. And so he has made the switch over to quarterback. And again, had a pretty nice first half, as you mentioned. Then you just mentioned Kingsley Bennett. You know, a couple of really nice runs there in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, his stats don't show exactly how great he is. I mean, he's had 11 attempts, 55 yards, but boy, he's really made some big-time moves at the line of scrimmage. He's made people miss. He's been shifty. He's gotten out, picking up first downs. He's had a heck of a game.
The Rangers will receive to start the second half. The Raiders will be kicking away here, trailing 14-0. And again, Naaman Forest, we mentioned, you know, one of the favorites, I guess is the best way to say it. They were the returning district champs from last year and lost, you know, a big, talented senior class, Bobby. But still, you know, one of the teams that a lot are looking at to finish in the top half of the district. There is the kick, and it's going to come down and take it at the 25-yard line. This will be returned and then upended around the 29-yard line by the Raiders. So a return of only about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, a nice play by the sophomore Rosales there, getting downfield, staying in his lane. You know, it's so hard to come out of that locker room at halftime after you've kind of slowed down. You've had a 30-minute break. And to line up on that line of scrimmage and just run as fast as you can down there and hit somebody, boy, it's tough to get going again. But he did it. He got down there in a hurry.
Yes, he did.
It's just really a heavy-laden sophomore team, underclassmen on the Raiders.
And there's a penalty flag already. We're going to have a delay of game here, it appears.
Delay game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So there you go. The first snap, or before the first snap of the second half for the Rangers, and they're already going to back up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. And Bobby, you know, this to me is really, I know it sounds silly, we just started the second half, a critical series here for the Raiders. You know, they trail 14-0. Rangers have the ball here, you know, really critical for the Raiders to try to get them off the field.
Bennett gets the carry.
Hand off to Bennett, boy, and I tell you, a good job on the outside there by, once again, number 27, Rosales.
Yeah, nice aggressive player right there. He's 6'1", 185. He's a big kid for such a young age. Stays outside, plays contain.
Loss of 3, second down, 13 from the 25.
So only a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 13 now. There's a snap. Walton looking to throw. The quick hitter out there to his favorite target. Oh, and he makes a couple of Raiders miss. And that's going to be a first down run after catch for number 17, Jaden Flores.
Again, it's just easy catching over there. He's so wide open. It's just, he gets room out there, and I mean, he's not running you know, anything special. He's just running about an 8-yard turnaround, but man, he's already crossed over the 100-yard mark with 119, just starting the third.
1st down and 10 at the 45. Another fake handoff, play action, and the throw out. Catch is made, and it's going to move the chains once again after a gain of 12 yards. That's number 1 for the Rangers. Kaysen Rideau, and
First down, Rangers.
Just sit down, get still, open your numbers up to your quarterback and let him find you. That's that pattern. Walton's got some good composure back there. He just sits there. He looks like he's just almost bored. Look at him. The way he looks, he's just so calm.
another fake handoff, and the catch made out by number 1. Again, Kaysen Rideau, and he's going to gain maybe 2 yards. So good job by the Raiders to pick that one up, Bobby, and hold him to a short gain.
Gets it out there quick.
We've got an injured lineman out here for the Rangers, and here we go, Bobby. We were talking about this earlier. It looks like perhaps a cramp.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there. We were talking about it, saying, you know, this is their first game. Can they handle it? What will they do in the third and fourth quarter when you come in from that long break and you start getting tight and get cramps?
Get him on his feet right here. It's number 52, Roel Garcia.
Yeah, that's one of their big offensive linemen. Big 6 foot, 255.
Just underway here in the third quarter. Naaman Forest on top 14-0 and driving once again here to start the third. So they face a 2nd down and 8, ball at the Raider 41.
Now you see at the bottom of the screen, it looks like they're going to be pressuring Jaden Flores at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here comes perhaps a free play, and there's a penalty flag that's going to come out on that.
Well, that's the first time we've seen them pressure him. Like we were saying earlier, they were giving him so much cushion. They've decided to change it up and go ahead with bump and run, but they forgot the run part. They just bumped him.
It was more like bump and tackle on that one.
Well, that's where the ball was going. They must have picked up the play. They knew exactly where it was going to go.
Pass interference. Number 6 of the defense. Be a spot foul. First down.
So the pass interference call is a spot foul, as you heard, and going to give Naaman an automatic first down. Here it comes. Here's your takedown, and pretty easy call for the officials on that one. Naaman Forest now inside the 30. There's a snap. There's the quick throw out deep. What coverage is there? That time, and the catch is made.
Oh my goodness!
For a touchdown.
What a takeaway!
Number 5, Roman Williams.
Touchdown, Rangers.
Well, that is just what the Raiders didn't need to have happen on this series.
I mean, the coverage was there, but look at the takeaway. Oh, that's a highlight reel. No.
Boy, and he is excited on the sideline, and he well should be. Roman Williams, a nice catch, but boy, a nice throw from Walton as well.
Well, that's one of those that you're battling a guy all day, and then you beat him, and that's what makes that fun. It wasn't like it was, you know, a bunch of guys and you're running around. That was one-on-one, and you beat him. And that's what makes that so fun when you catch that ball.
Be a 5-yard penalty.
Delay of game going to be called here on the extra point attempt. It looked like once again, Bobby, the kicker came out a little late, and
I think he needs to always have his helmet in his hands.
Yeah, I think so. So the extra point attempt coming up here, albeit 5 yards deeper. Just look from the end zone. There's a high snap, and they're going to have to roll out to their left. And he's going to be taken down, so the extra point attempt is no good.
Point after try is no
Boy,
good.
but a great throw, and there you see number 5 there in the back.
Your score with 9:29 left in the third
That
quarter.
is Roman Williams, the 6 foot, 170-pound senior with the catch. Our new score with 9:29 remaining in the third. Naaman Forest 20, North Garland nothing.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
9:29 remaining in the third quarter. Naaman Forest just scored on a nice drive to open the second half, Bobby. They have pulled out to a 20-0 lead now over the Raiders. Again, still plenty of time, but North Garland, they've got to get some offense going on this possession, you would think.
Yeah, there you see the quarterback, man. What a great game he's had tonight. Almost flawless.
Raiders cheerleaders trying to cheer on the team. They've got to get the offense going. Again, again, as we've mentioned, they've been one of the top teams in the area in terms of offensive production, but just have not been able to get things going. against this Naaman Forest defense. Well, they're going to have to ramp it up now because, again, they trail by 3 scores. There's a kid. Boy, look at the bounce. And so the Raiders going to have to pick it up and run with it, and they're not going to get back to the 20.
Yeah, it didn't bounce out bounds. It didn't bounce forward. It just stopped right there. I mean, wow. What luck.
Well, so the Raiders going to come out on offense, again, just shy of the 20-yard line. Get only 69 yards of offense, as you mentioned, Bobby, in that first half. They've got to get things going.
Yeah, they got to get that young man right there going. He needs to run the ball, and so they can open up and throw it. I mean, I don't think DeAndre Williams has even had a catch.
First down.
Boy, here we go. We got a timeout called here by the Raiders.
Timeout. North. First charge. Timeout of the half.
Yeah, and I think what we saw is the play clock running down right there, Bobby. So instead of taking the 5-yard penalty, they elect to use their first timeout of the half. And man, that is tough coming off of a kickoff, and you already have to use a timeout before your first offensive snap. So we'll keep it here. Again, 20-0 Naaman Forest, and boy, Raiders got to get something going here. That undefeated record is going to be in jeopardy. Again, we started district play tonight, so the race for the playoff begins. And right now, Naaman in pretty good position here early in the third.
Yeah, that defense has just been dominating. I mean, you see big number 56 right there. We've seen him on offense, defense. I mean, just those guys, when you dominate the inside and then you let your linebackers run free, it shows that you got a pretty good defense right there.
There's a snap as we come back from time off. Boy, the quarterback is in trouble. He escapes for a moment, but only going to gain about a yard outside.
Well, Micah Bird, again, he is everywhere. He's got a nose for the football. Watch him come through here. Linebacker spot. See him right there, bam. I mean, he's following that all the way across the field.
Yeah, we mentioned, Bobby, North Garland averaging 401 yards a game. And again, they're not even to 100 yards here in the third quarter. So they've got a long way to go to get to their average. There's a snap, the quick throw out on second down. The catch is made. Pretty good block out there as well. Going to be just shy of the first down by about a yard.
That's the first catch that DeAndre Johnson's had. Now there's the cramps again.
Have another player down for Naaman Forest. Yeah, you're right, Bobby. That's exactly right. We talked in the game we did earlier with North Garland. We called his name quite a bit. The big receiver DeAndre Johnson, and you're right. That's his first catch of the game.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to get him isolated on some guys and let him go up and get the ball, because all you really have to do is throw it up. He's got impeccable timing. It's like how you alley-oop a basketball and they dunk it. That's kind of how he is out there on catching the football. You toss it up to him, he's probably going to win the battle.
Absolutely. So 10 to the player right here. Just want to mention again, North Garland, the job that Naaman's doing on defense. North comes into this game, again, 3 games in. They're averaging close to 45 points a game, Bobby. Right now, they've got a goose egg on the board.
Yeah, and God's Power was the player of the week, in the whole area because of his play. So really, they've just got to get him active again, let him throw the ball a little bit. And, after that first couple of drives in the first quarter, they've just not done anything. They even had the ball. But again, Naaman's first game, and you're already starting to see it. We've seen 2 or 3 players already on the field with cramps. How will that play through the third and fourth quarter?
Third down and short as we get back to live action. Big play here for the Raiders.
From the 28.
I have a feeling you're going to see a quarterback keeper on this one by Wawehe. Let's see if I'm right. Third down and 1 as he's going to shift the running back. Let's see if the running back serves as a lead blocker. No, but he does fake the handoff, keeps it up the middle, and will have the first down across the 35.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to use that big guy. And, they set up with that little backer in the backfield. And look, everybody's going left. I mean, they just overpower you with how many people they got through there. and let God's power just do the rest. And then I'm telling you, I think you got to throw it up there to DeAndre Johnson as well. Now, they got a big guy out there covering him, too, number 5, Roman Williams.
Well, Weehey with a quick throw. The catch is there. Boy, nice throw on that seam route. And catch made by number 1, Mateo Howard. Going to go quick pace here, looks like.
Second down, 2 for the Raiders.
And, of course, as soon as I say that, they kind of back off. And like we're going to see a little fast action, a little no huddle, but
You know, you should. As that defense getting tired, you need to start it going quicker.
well, quarterback keeps it, and that time the big number 56 Marcus Dill there to make the tackle.
Somebody forgot to put a shoulder pad on him. I mean, he just walked straight through there. Nobody comes over to help.
Yeah, how somebody like that goes unblocked is a mystery, but again, they left him open, and he's not going to miss tackles when it comes to that. So a loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd down now and 2.
Yeah, you got to get this first down right here.
There's a snap. Yeah, they're going to quarterback keep this one as well. 1st down and more. And across midfield into Naaman Forest territory is the quarterback. God's power. Well, Weehey and
Now, this is kind of what we were expecting earlier, is that this kind of action from North Garland, being able to run their quarterback.
So 1st down in Naaman territory. There's a snap. He's looking to throw it. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out there. Boy, the ball's almost picked off. May have had a little too much air under the pass that time, Bobby. It allowed the safety to get back over there.
Yeah, it was just a backside throw, too. They had all their big receivers on one side, and then he was going to throw back the other direction. It's a good play design, but you got to give credit to those guys in wide. I mean, they just made a great play on the ball. Stayed with their man.
Incomplete pass sets up 2nd down and 10. There's the snap.
There it
He's
is.
going to roll out to his right. He's being chased. He's going to throw it. He's got a man out there. Catches. Held on to. A big hit. But holding on to that pass was number 4 that time, DeCoris Taylor.
Yeah, this is kind of like a flag football type route. You get 3-4 guys all stopped in one area, and then let your quarterback decide which one is not covered and let him hit them. And that's what he's good at, rolling out to his right and throwing a bullet to his receivers.
Well, the big hit there by number 5, Roman Williams. You know, he scored the touchdown on that last series for Naaman Forest. Out there playing corner now for the Rangers. Had the big hit, but able to hold on to the ball was Taylor. A little bobble there on the snap, but plenty of time. He's going to throw it out. Oh, he overthrows his receiver. Boy, DeLeon standing there all alone on the sideline, and we've got another injured Ranger, it looks like.
Ball's incomplete.
Looks like number 54, Elijah Johnson, on the field. And yeah, here's a look at it, Bobby.
It just looks like he fell down, but
yeah, they're going to take a look at him. That does not appear to be a cramp. And why don't we take a quick break? We've got 5:45 remaining here in the 3rd. Our score, Naaman Forest 20, North Garland nothing.
We are all connected to something bigger than ourselves. Change one thing, change everything. The things we do today have an extraordinary impact on a child's future. A better child, a better world. GISD has a ripple effect on our community. Every lesson can positively affect our future leaders. We are Garland ISD, impacting lives, changing futures. It's what we call the GISD effect.
There's a look at number 54 coming off the field, Elijah Johnson, and well, hopefully he'll be able to get back in the game. And we're Back to live action, 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. There's a snap, and quarterback going to take it up the middle. He's going to have the 1st down and more inside the 25 down to the 21. And the Raiders finally get a drive going here, Bobby, and it starts with their quarterback, God's Power Wawehe.
Well, there you go. And a lot of this, again, we've talked about it, but Naaman Forest, this is their first game. And a lot of these guys are going both ways, and they're getting kind of tired. They haven't had to go full speed for this amount of time. And North Garland's kind of getting used to it. You see, none of them are getting cramps right now.
There's a snap, the handoff coming outside, boy, and hit in the backfield and dropped. This is number 13, Jaden Davis. That is number 41, Chandler Davis, that comes up to make the hit.
Wow, man, great play, young man. See him right there as a middle linebacker. He comes off of a block and just gets full wrap around him.
Loss of 2, 2nd down 12. From the
That's what you
22.
want. You want your linebackers playing downhill, going towards the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 12. Inside of 5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Naaman on top, 20-0.
He drops back.
Wawehe looking to throw it. Here comes the pressure. Scrambles to the outside. Finds the open receiver. Inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, North Garland.
Yeah, such beautiful play because now again, he gets 3 receivers. One goes deep, one sets short, and one sets in the middle. And he can choose. When he starts to run in the corner and all these guys, they want to come to help tackle him. And then as soon as you make a break towards that line of scrimmage and leave your man, he just tosses it over their head. I mean, that's a skilled play right there that you got to be a pretty dang good quarterback to be able to do that, because you got to keep your eyes looking past the line of scrimmage and not where you're going.
1st and goal. There's the handoff to number 13. Boy, it looked like he had an opening there, Bobby, but Big Mark is still in on the tackle. That was Jaden Davis with the carry.
That's interesting. They ran right at Deal.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Everybody went left. They went right at Deal, and nobody's touching Deal. I mean, it's not like they're even helping out to slow him down.
See if Wawehe keeps it himself this time. Nope, he's going to hand it off once again to Davis to the left side, and another short gain of 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 4. Big play coming up here on 3rd down. Obviously 2 down territory.
You're going to go for it both plays, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Again, let's see if we get that Wawehe, behind his running back. Nope, he's going to throw the.
Oh, that's interesting who they went to as well.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Yes, it was. And, again, once again, contact there, no call. Here's a look at it.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. It's a low percentage play for sure. So I would have thought they would have at least tried to run it or try to run some kind of a higher percentage pass play. But, that corner route one-on-one, that's a tough play even for the pros to make.
So you got 4th and goal here at the 4. And let's see, Coach Joe going to take a timeout here. It looks like his 2nd charged.
Timeout. North. 2nd charge. Timeout of the half.
They're going to talk about this play, and
yeah, I think
it's a big play.
I think I would have let God's Power run one of those balls to the left side. I mean, he's had a lot of success going over there. Motion your man over there so you have 3 or 4 blockers and see if he can get through there. But now you got to get 4 yards on the play. That's going to be a lot more difficult because you have safeties. Everybody's moved up, gotten way tighter. You don't have that big spread out whole field now. Now it's all compressed.
Yeah, another interesting thing, and again, certainly can't fault the timeout here. You've got to put points on the board.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about it, but Mark is still the defensive player for Naaman Forest. He actually was out, Bobby, on that play. This timeout's going to allow him to come back in the game. We'll see if that plays a factor as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he had already went out of the game, so you had him out. You could have ran either side at that point.
Yeah, he's going to come back in now, however, after the timeout. And, well, again, a big play here for the Raiders. They've got to get these points on the board, you would think, as we are close to the 3-minute mark here of the third quarter. They're down by 3 scores. So let's see what the North Garland coaching staff has pulled out here on this 4th and goal. Got a trips look to the top of your screen. One receiver down here to the bottom. There's a snap. While we ain't looking to throw it, he throws it across.
He caught it.
That catch is made.
What a catch.
That is a touchdown.
Mateo Howard, what concentration.
Bobby, I think that got tipped by the linebacker. Let's see, right there.
Oh, with guy coming at his face and people dragging on him. He said, oh, it's easy. Look, just always throw it to me. It's like carrying a baby. So easy.
Oh, look at Howard there. They needed those points. That was a big drive by North Garland.
That was a huge play.
Extra
Man.
point attempt is up and good. Look at Mateo Howard as we head to break. Our new score, the Naaman Forest Rangers 20, the North Garland Raiders 7. We'll be back after these messages.
In Garland ISD, we're providing a higher level of education. Our students not only choose their own path to success, but arrive there faster. We're eliminating thousands of dollars in college tuition costs with our P-Tech and early college high school programs. Students can graduate with as many as 60 college credit hours, an associate's degree, or an industry certification, all for free, and all from the comfort of a traditional high school. By teaming up with area colleges and industry partners like Microsoft, Google, Parkland Hospital, Wells Fargo, and Gulf States Toyota, our students are gaining real work experience and real college credit. So be inspired, be amazing, be whoever you want to be. Choose Garland ISD.
Look at the Raider cheerleaders as we come back to Williams Stadium. The North Garland Raiders back in this one, Bobby. It's now 20-7. A nice drive put together there by North Garland.
81 yards. I'd say that was a great drive. And I tell you, that catch right there by Mateo Howard, I mean, we were sitting there talking about it. He's only a sophomore. And to have that kind of concentration in the end zone, I think the ball was tipped. It was a fast bullet pass. It was really close, and guy was hanging on him. There was a guy coming straight at his face, fixing to hit him in the end zone, and he still pulls that ball down. I mean, what a great way to finish an 81-yard drive.
See if we get an onside out of North Garland here. Nope, they're going to kick a low kick down the middle. It's going to be taken at around the 18-yard line. Boy, big hole up the middle, and that's Kingsley Bennett. And boy, look out there. He gets tripped up at around the 40-yard line, but good field position here by the Rangers. Now, let's see if momentum switched a little bit to North Garland. Bobby, see if their defense can put some pressure on Naaman's offense.
Well, so far, they've just really had a hard time stopping that offense. And they've had Naaman Forest, you know, in 3rd and 22, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 17, and they've let them somehow catch some passes or whatever they're doing. Kingsley Bennett breaks one. They've just been able to get out of those 3rd and long situations and put points on the board.
Raiders up to 150 total yards. Naaman sitting at 320 as a handoff to Bennett. Boy, big hole. And a nice way to start this offensive possession for the Rangers, a gain of 7.
Well, you can see that, you know, Naaman's got some big offensive linemen, and I think they've done a really, really good job of pass protection and running the ball. They've just done a really good job. That offensive line looks good.
Here's another handoff to Bennett, and boy, a nice stutter step there. Look at here, he breaks through, cuts back inside, runs into his own player, Bobby, or that may have gone the distance, but as it turns out, a big run all the way down to the Raider 21.
He's so shifty. He should have been tackled right here. Just running past people like he's a different grade than they are. And he gets carried a couple, probably 10 or 12 yards by Hall.
So 1st and 10 at the Raider 21, and I was just about to mention, Bobby, you know, Walton threw 24 passes, or has thrown 24 passes so far in this ball game, and again, with a 13-point lead, I was wondering if they were going to try to, you know, quicken the game by handing it off, you know, keeping it on the ground and running clock, and it looks like through the first 3 plays here, they are going to indeed do that, and Bennett is picking up big chunks of yardage, that time a gain of about 8. pardon me, that was actually Kaysen Rideau on that carry. There is a penalty flag.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. You know, they need to burn some clock here, and it looks like that's what they're doing. But the clock stops every time you get a first down.
That penalty be declined. Second down.
And they just keep getting first down. So
yeah, it was a 9-yard run. So the offside call against the Raiders, they obviously declined that, set up a 2nd down and 1. They just shortened the game by handing it off. That's what they're doing. Look at Bennett bouncing to the outside. He should have the first down, although he ran backwards. Here comes another penalty flag.
Yeah, and I think, you know, 25, if your helmet comes off, you have to quit the play, and they're probably going to flag him for continuing.
Well, I don't think he got the first down, but again, we'll check the flag. I think he had it initially, Bobby, and had Bennett looked like, you know, when he tried to turn reverse field and cut back, he kind of ran backwards, and they got him before he, you know, got the first down. So let's check the flag, however.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 25 of the offense. Be a 15-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Well, I tell you what, that could be a big play in this game. Bobby, they had, again, probably a 3rd down and short. Now you add a 15-yard penalty on top of this, and you know,
it's just really hard to stop playing once your helmet falls off. You're still playing.
Right.
And you see him out there, he's still blocking, but you know, that's that Jason Witten rule that when he got his helmet knocked off and he still ran for the touchdown, and that rule has stood through all levels of football, and you just can't do it.
So again, a 2nd and 1, or you know, perhaps a 3rd and 1 turns into a 2nd and 16. Now Wald's looking to throw it. He's going to throw the post route. Man's there. That's a touchdown. Naaman Forest.
Easy pitch and catch right there.
Yeah, just a post route that time, Bobby, and he catches his favorite receiver, Jaden Flores, in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he just keeps running. There's nobody back there. I think they had 2 safeties sitting back there, but they forgot to cover him.
So just when the Raiders get back in the game, the Rangers with a nice drive to regain that 3-touchdown advantage. We're going to go ahead and go for 2 here after missing the extra point on the last touchdown. Empty backfield. They're going to send Bennett in motion, and here comes another penalty flag. And well, it's really been the
53 of the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty, 1 untimed down.
So the legal procedure, that's really been the Achilles heel tonight. If anything has of Naaman Forest, Bobby, is the penalties.
Yeah, I think they've had 11 penalties so far. They're fixing to crack the 100-yard mark on penalties, but you know that this is their first game. That's what we've talked about. This is their only game they've played, and you get these things worked out with 3 preseason games, basically.
So the 2-point conversion a little bit further. There's the play action, the rollout. He gets hit as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is no good. Once again, number 27, Joseph Rosales, with a nice defensive play. So 1:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Rangers have extended their lead. Our new score at Williams Stadium, Naaman Forest 26, North Garland 7. We'll be back after these messages.
We are all connected to something bigger than ourselves. Change one thing, change everything. The things we do today have an extraordinary impact on a child's future. A better child, a better world. GISD has a ripple effect on our community. Every lesson can positively affect our future leaders. We are Garland ISD, impacting lives, changing futures. It's what we call the GISD effect.
(26-7). Naaman Forest on top. Looking to move to 1-0 on the season and 1-0 obviously in district play if they can hold on for this final, quarter and 1:11. And they've really looked good on both sides of the ball. North Garland finally broke through on their last possession with the touchdown, but boy, Naaman's offense just comes right back on the field, Bobby, and puts 6 more back on.
Yeah, and then Flores, now he's just really done a great job out there playing receiver too.
There's the high end over end kick is going to be taken at around the 33 and returned out across the 40 to about the 41. So good field position here for the Raiders to start.
Flores has 7 catches, about 160 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Got another injured Ranger on the field. Appears to be number 5, Roman Williams. And maybe just another cramp. There's or kind of bending the toe. And yeah, you said it, Bobby. You're exactly right. He's had a big game.
Now Williams, he's the one that's been actually covering DeAndre Johnson. So
there's a good Williams right there on the tackle, and
Let's give him a hand.
well, he's up on his feet. But yeah, Bobby, you mentioned it before. Again, with the 2 touchdowns, 7 catches, 166 yards. He's averaging 24 yards a catch.
yeah, just a small game. And now this could be problems here, you know, that he's covering DeAndre Johnson and he's got cramps. I would think, you know, the offensive coordinators up here in the booth see that and would probably want to get to DeAndre Johnson pretty quick.
Yeah, Johnson's been quiet tonight.
You can't bend your legs because you're going into cramps. I mean, that's what's going on right there. That's why he's walking like that, because as soon as he bends that toe up, he gets cramp.
So the Raiders 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. There's a snap. They're going to throw it out immediately to the player we were just talking about, DeAndre Johnson. He's going to be taken down after the short gain of 3. Yeah, let's see if we start hearing his name or if they start looking his way.
It's noticed they put Jaden Flores right on him. Flores has had a good game too. He's the one that had that 71-yard touchdown catch right at the beginning of the game.
There's a snap. Looking to throw it across the middle. He's got a man out there, but will let him maybe just a little too much, looking for DeCorus Taylor. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Here's a look at that replay.
It's a good little read. He was going to go to DeAndre Johnson. Then he saw his receiver in the slot going down the middle of the field, had him there. I think they're going to throw it deep here and see if Johnson can go over the top and get it. But again, you got Flores covered him. He's a pretty good receiver himself.
Big 3rd down play here for the Raiders. A 5-step drop. Well, looking, he's got a man out there. Boy, and they're going to get a hit to the helmet, I believe, Bobby. And that's going to be a penalty flag here against Naaman Forest. Looking once again for number 4, DeCorus Taylor, and he had his hands on it, just couldn't hold on, but I think they may get a helmet-to-helmet here.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Oh, a face
Number
mask.
17 of the defense. In 15 yards, previous spot, and a 1st down.
So a face mask, not a helmet-to-helmet. Let's see if we can pick it up.
Yeah, ripped his helmet right off. Easy call.
First down on the Rangers 40-yard line.
So an automatic 1st down after the penalty. 1st down and 10 at the 40-yard line of Naaman Forest. We only have 20 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. There's the handoff up the middle. Breaking 1 tackle and falling forward for a gain of about 4 yards, and that may be the final play here of the 3rd. I think it is indeed. As the horn sounds, you look at Todrick Jones, who just had that last carry, and we have come to the end of the 3rd here at Williams Stadium. A good game here. Naaman Forest on top, 26-7 over the Raiders. see another Naaman Forest player, Bobby, that, has cramps here. And, we've talked about it all game, and you're starting to see it now. That's Isaiah Johnson. And
hey, he's probably never had a cramp like this, but when he puts his foot on the ground, it feels like it's going to just tear in half.
Right.
It is the most painful. You see him, he fell over there like he got shot. But, you got to get some Gatorade in these guys, some salt, some pickles, something.
Pickles?
Yeah, pickle juice.
Whew. There's a snap on 2nd down and 6. Handoff comes around, and boy, nice tackle there. Nice way to stay at home there for the Naaman Forest defender. That's number 22 there on the tackle, Jason Flores.
Boy, Johnson had a lot of room, too. I mean, if Flores doesn't make that tackle, watch how much room he has to run, and usually it's hard to get him down.
He's making that inside cut, and I agree with you, Bobby. If he gets past that tackle, he's still running. So as it turns out, a gain of only about 2 yards. 3rd down and 4 coming up here for North Garland. Getting just underway here in the 4th quarter. Got a 19-point ball game here with the Rangers on top. Here comes the handoff. That's the old wing T look there, Bobby, and he may have hurt himself.
Oh, that's Johnson, too. Yeah, I'm not sure I understood that play. I mean, they ran right to the biggest guy on the field. I mean, right at him, to Marcus Deal. I mean, that's exactly where he was, and that's right where they ran. It's like too many people over there. Oh, yeah, they stepped on his foot.
So no gain on the play. We've got a 4th and 4. The Raiders obviously going to go for it here. As we are in the 4th quarter. There's the snap and the quick throw. Oh, the ball's tipped and almost picked off, but does not matter as that will be a turnover on downs. And number 6 there, Mekhi Bird, and we've called his name quite often tonight, makes the play.
Yeah, 2 just kind of oddball plays right here. Short side of the field, everybody's moving one direction. You don't give God's power any choice to make a play with his feet or anything. I mean, I think I would be trying to run to the wide side of the field. They've had that play all day, and it's worked for them a lot of times, but those 2 plays right there were just kind of like 2 in a hurry.
Yeah, and Bird almost came up with the interception, Bobby, but I think that was Marcus Dill that actually tipped the ball there at the line of scrimmage. So Rangers take over 1st and 10, hand it off to Bennett. It's going to be hit immediately and dropped for no gain on the play. And boy, it's interesting, when you look at Kingsley Bennett, and he's a good running back. We've talked about him, really been the running back for Naaman since his sophomore season. It always seems to be kind of hit or miss with him, doesn't it? He either gets no gain or he breaks off a big run.
Well, that's what they used to say about Barry Sanders, too.
Yep.
If you know who that is, that's old school professional Detroit Lions team. But, man, that guy was the same way.
Quick throw on the wide receiver screen. And look at here, the 3rd touchdown of the night coming up for number 17, Jaden Flores. That is his 3rd touchdown, and that will put him over 200 yards receiving as well.
Just a short squeeze pass. He split them, though. Wow. See you later. Run, Forrest, run.
Boy, and that extends the lead to 32-7 here. The extra point attempt coming up, and that may just about do it. I know we just started the 4th quarter, but Raiders have an uphill climb now. There's the snap and hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So another touchdown from quarterback Trey Walton to that young man, Jaden Flores. Our new score, the Naaman Forest Rangers 33, the North Garland Raiders 7. We'll be back after these messages on the one and only GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, Visit GISDEdFoundation.org.
9:50 remaining in the game. 33-7, Naaman Forest on top. And boy, it was 14-0 at half, and Naaman Forest has come out here, put 3 touchdowns on the board, so they've scored on all 3 of their possessions here in the second half. You know, North Garland had that one good drive, Bobby, to get their, their 7 points, but again, Naaman Forest offense is, 3 for 3 here in this half as far as touchdown drives.
Yeah, we were just talking about Trey Walton, how composed he is. He just sits back there and he's just, everything seems to be just under control. He's checking down, looking at different receivers, making great accurate throws, and just going over there and like nothing's happened.
Yeah, the junior quarterback looking pretty good here on the night. There's the little pooch kick, and that's going to be returned out across the 45 to about the 47. So good field position here for North Garland to start.
I think he might be over 300 yards now. And
Davis with the return. Out to the 47-yard line.
I mean, he's just tossing it up there like he's just so composed. I'm pretty impressed with the young man. Looking both, he checks down and looks like 2 or 3 different receivers and then throws it out there, and that's just very nice.
Yeah, open receiver here as the defender came on late. There's the throw across the middle. Well, the throw was there, but the pass falls incomplete. Pretty good coverage out there by number 1, Kason Rideau of the Rangers.
Yeah, just nice pass right there to Isaiah DeLeon.
Incomplete pass sets up 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quick throw out, boy, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That wasn't going to do much anyway, as he was swarmed upon by the Rangers defense, but the pass is incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, they went right back to DeLeon, but you're right. I mean, that ball, as soon as it got there, there was white jerseys all over.
From the Raiders, 48-yard line.
3rd down and 10 here for North Garland. There's a snap. Well, Weehay throws it out, and boy, just throws it a little too high for his intended receiver, Mateo Howard. It's going to be 4th down and 10. That's a quick series for North Garland.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there, and I think they're going to have to punt this one away.
Fourth down and 10. Raiders set to punt. As Jaden Clark back to return for Naaman Forest. Here comes the kick. Gonna bounce right around the 31. Take a Raider roll inside the 25, down around the 20. That's where it will come to a stop.
I like that little rugby kick. It's usually not returnable, and it usually gets a good roll. You don't have to get it 4 seconds, 5 seconds in the air. You just hit it down there and it just rolls. Turns out pretty good.
33-7, our score here. Naaman Forest on top. The offense back on the field. And with Trey Walton, you mentioned him earlier, Bobby. He's had a really good night.
Yeah, 18 of 26. That's almost 70%. 348 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Did have the one interception that really, was not his fault. It was in and out of the hands of the receiver right into the North Garland player. So, and he comes back to his favorite target. A penalty flag comes on the field, but how about the night for Flores as well, Bobby, at receiver?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Just keep tossing it to that guy. He's up to 232 yards, 8 catches. That's almost 30 yards of reception, 3 touchdowns.
Number 26 of the defense. Be 15 yards added. The play. First down.
Starting to get those frustration plays.
Exactly. Personal foul call against North Garland. That'll move the ball out across the 45 to the 46. First down and 10. Hand off to Bennett.
Up the middle.
Oh, he breaks out of the tackle.
What
That's
in the
going to be a
world?
touchdown.
He's at the 20. 2 and 5 end zone.
A 54-yard touchdown run by Bennett. Bobby, he's hit at the line of scrimmage. I know a Raider player had his arms around him, but he just breaks out of the tackle. Watch right here.
2 guys. What in the world? He was held so long they could have blown a whistle.
They could have. 54-yard touchdown run by Kingsley Bennett. This game is now becoming out of hand. Well, Kingsley Bennett has had a nice night tonight as well.
Yeah, about 150 yards.
There is the kick, and right down the middle. Our new scores, you look at Kingsley Bennett, the senior running back for Naaman Forest, who just scored on a 54-yard touchdown run. Naaman Forest 40, North Garland 7.
We are all connected to something bigger than ourselves. Change one thing, change everything. The things we do today have an extraordinary impact on a child's future. A better child, a better world. GISD has a ripple effect on our community. Every lesson can positively affect our future leaders. We are Garland ISD, impacting lives, changing futures. It's what we call the GISD effect.
There's a look at the offense tonight for Naaman Forest. That's a great shot. See those 4 players right there? You've got number 3, of course, Mike DeLuna, who's scored a touchdown. You've got the running back Kingsley Bennett, who just scored on that last play. There's your quarterback, number 0, Trey Walden, who's had a fantastic night. And then 17, Jaden Flores.
Yeah, if we had turkey legs, we would give it to them because, I mean, they deserve it tonight.
Yeah, the problem is there's not 4 turkey legs. So
I've seen turkey legs on Thanksgiving. There's 4 of them.
Okay, all right, so
There's
we're
4
going to give
of
one
them.
to each, all right?
That's right.
Okay, we're not even to Thanksgiving. We're not even to Halloween. You're giving turkey legs.
Hey, those guys deserve it. State Fair's coming and they can get a turkey leg there.
That's true. That's very true, and a funnel cake to go with it. All right, so here we go. North Garland on the return as it's going to come out across the 20 to the 24, and well, the Raiders now down 40-7. Here comes penalty flags laid. A little bit of shenanigans going on. You hate to see that in a game like this. You know, we talked about it, Bobby, at the break. This was a 14-0 game at half.
It's crazy. We really, it was such a close game, and they were really pretty equal. But I tell you, Naaman Forest came out and they just started overpowering. That passing game has been really good, and then Kingsley Bennett just never stops moving his
Dead
feet.
ball. Personal foul. Number 26 on the kicking team. Be a 15-yard penalty.
There he goes.
And a first down.
And he's pointing the North Garland direction, then he said kicking team, and then he kind of quickly changed it. So, yeah, the 15-yard penalty was called against Naaman Forest, so that's going to give North pretty good field position here to start this drive.
Yeah, you know, we've been sitting there talking about how great that offense is looking right now and how good that they've really performed. And, boy, you look at that defense, and they've held North Garland to 159 total yards. I mean, North Garland's all through these last three games, they've really put up a lot of yardage and a lot of points. And for them to control the game like this from their defensive side has really been a testament to that team in white down there, Naaman Forest.
Naaman.
Yeah, Naaman uses
First
their
charge.
first
Timeout of the half.
timeout here of the half. And Bobby, why don't we just keep it here? Let's talk a little bit about, boy, I'm excited tonight, really started district play here for 9-6A, and we're going to have a good season. I think, we're seeing a couple of really good teams here tonight. No, the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect it, but again, it was 14-0 at half. But we're looking forward to this year. And again, we've talked about it. We think it's a wide open race. And well, what are some of the teams that you're looking for this year?
Well, we've seen Saxe, and they've got a lot of size, and they've got a good quarterback over there too. And they looked pretty good. They lost last week, but really they looked good coming into that game. And now that we've seen Naaman play, they have great size. I think what's going to hurt Naaman probably is they're not real deep. They've got a lot of guys going both ways. Rowlett, they haven't had a good opening to the season, but tonight they've played a great game.
Yeah, playing South Garland across the way at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. As you see the handoff to number 1, Mateo Howard. Another team to watch for this year, Bobby. I think not a surprise, but Lakeview, we saw them last week. I know you weren't my partner for that game, but, Lakeview moved to 3-0 last week as well. They've started the season really well, and I think they're one to watch for also.
Yeah, they played a good team in North Mesquite, and they really played really well against them. They've got some talent there as well. So, yeah, maybe you're going to get 4 teams, and North Garland's probably one of them as well.
Yeah, and then obviously we have not talked about, I'm going to mention the Garland Owls. They've started 3-0 too, Bobby. They look strong, and I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in district play as well. They start.
We hope so.
Yeah, start tomorrow night with Wiley, who has started the season 0-3. So Garland with maybe an opportunity to move to 4-0 on the young season, but they're going to be another one, obviously, to watch out for here this year in district.
It'd be nice to see the Owls come out strong and play great in district.
So an exciting season coming up here, and boy, this has been a good one tonight, even though the score again doesn't necessarily indicate it, but. Again, it's been a back and forth battle here, pretty much the whole way. Naaman's dominated a little bit here on the defensive end, and their offense has looked really good. Here's your quick throw, and catch made for the first down. Howard's going to have to come off for a play because his helmet comes off, but that is a first down.
Yeah, you see who made the tackle there is Jaden Flores as well, and he's playing O and D. So a lot of these guys are going to have to really, throughout the season gets long when you're having to play both ways. Wide open. Oh, he's got number 4.
Yeah, he's going to throw it deep. He's got him, but he just
had him.
Yeah, overthrows him, and he was open. Boy, he knew it too, didn't he?
He did, but it looked like he lost the ball and quit running. Taylor he was by himself, and it looked like he just stopped running because he probably thought, this ball's not ever going to come to me. See, he just stopped right there. Uh-oh.
Well, look at him jumping. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew he was open while we missed him on the play, but second down and 10 coming up here for the Raiders. While Weehay being chased out of the pocket to his right, and now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be chased down out of bounds.
It's not a good tackle out there. Coach down or somebody. Oh, you don't like to see that.
Yeah, not a penalty on the play, but yeah, here we go. We'll see it again.
You don't want to see your quarterback getting taken out like that too, because his legs are setting down, and that's where they break their legs, when they get tackled like that.
Third down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. The quick throw and catch is made. Boy, still running into the secondary and tackled it around the 15. Another penalty flag on the play, and boy, nice throw and catch, and all of a sudden DeCoris Taylor becoming a factor here.
He's in that slot. They've kind of found something there, where they're becoming free right down the middle.
Number 34 of the defense. Be half the distance to go from the end of the play. First down.
Quick throw and nice run after catch.
You got to like it anyway. Godspower is throwing that ball, and that's a scary throw for a high school player to throw it right over the outside linebacker. And we've been seeing him just really make some great plays there.
There's a snap. He's being pressured, rolls out, takes off up the middle, and going to be a gain there of about 3 yards inside the 5, I believe. Well, no, they're going to mark him down at the 6. Said his knee went down, so a gain of about 2 on the carry. Second down and goal here for the Raiders.
Second down and goal from the 6-yard line.
Again, a 3-0 start for North Garland. Looks like they're going to fall to 3-1 here on the season, but you know, this is one of those learning experiences for this young team. There's the snap, and boy, look at the throw and the catch for a touchdown. And guess who? Number 8, DeAndre Johnson.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful throw. He just does a little slant pattern. He just makes an outside move, takes about 4 steps, and the ball is on the money.
Got it right over the outstretched hand of the linebacker and right into the hands of his favorite receiver, DeAndre Johnson, the 6'3", 215-pound senior, and Raiders put points back on the board.
You see God's power's talent. I mean, he can run it really well, and he can throw it. I mean, he's really got an accurate arm.
Kick close to being blocked, but it does go through the upright. So look at number 8, DeAndre Johnson, as we head to break. Our new score, Naaman Forest 40, North Garland 14.
In Garland ISD, we're providing a higher level of education. Our students not only choose their own path to success, but arrive there faster. We're eliminating thousands of dollars in college tuition costs with our P-Tech and early college high school programs. Students can graduate with as many as 60 college credit hours, an associate's degree, or an industry certification, all for free, and all from the comfort of a traditional high school. By teaming up with area colleges and industry partners like Microsoft, Google, Parkland Hospital, Wells Fargo, and Gulf States Toyota, our students are gaining real work experience and real college credit. So be inspired, be amazing, be whoever you want to be. Choose Garland ISD.
(40-14), Naaman Forest on top over the North Garland Raiders. 6:13 remaining here in the game at Williams Stadium. And Naaman looking to move to 1-0 in district play, 1-0 on the season as well.
Looks like a little bit of confusion out there on the kickoff team, and you kind of wonder, what are they going to do here? Are they going to try to kick a onside kick or something? Because they're all talking like a little different than the way they normally line up.
Naaman has everybody up here thinking that an onside kick is coming. And yeah, it looked to me like he was offside, so this was not going to count anyway.
Is there a flag? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, across the way there on the 40, as they were definitely offside.
You know, the way that Naaman was lined up, really all you'd have to do is pooch kick it right over the top of them and then just let everybody race to the ball.
Foot race, yep.
Yeah. They really didn't have anybody back there to defend it.
So they're talking about what they want to do here. Like I said, it was definitely offside against the Raiders on the kick. There's a good look at Coach Morales right there trying to decide what he wants to do, and he has come to the decision. Here we go.
Offsides on the kicking team. That penalty declined. Ball recovered at the spot on the foul.
Not sure exactly what he said there, Bobby, but they're going to decline the penalty.
Yeah, not a hard one to figure out.
They're talking about it again here.
You can let them try to kick it over, or you can have the ball right here.
Yeah, but I think
well, let me see.
Right
Which one should we do?
Naaman Forest 1st and 10. They got a new quarterback on the field here. Looks like it is number 14 for Naaman Forest. New running back on the field as well. 14 is Kenny Hanks, a sophomore. Going to hand off to the new running back. That's number 34, who's not on our program. My guess is probably a sophomore that's up as well. And handoff goes for about 5 yards.
He's a big kid, though.
You know, Bobby, we took a look at the roster coming into the game, and you know, looking down, and we saw Trey Walton was the only one that had that QB by his name. So
Yeah, and now you see Kenny Hanks come into the game. He's a sophomore, and they don't have any of his information on there either. So that's probably why we didn't see another quarterback on the roster.
Second down, 5. The handoff goes to number 30 for the Rangers. He's going to be tackled from behind, so no gain on the play to Evan Thompson.
Well, these offensive linemen have just really started to wear guys down. You see Anthony Delgado just getting such a pancake block down there. It just looks like they're starting to wear guys down with the size and strength that they've got.
Taking as much time off the clock as they can, as you're going to see the Rangers start running that play clock down to about 3 seconds before they snap every time. So 3rd down and 5 here for the Rangers. We're inside of 5 minutes to go in the game. There's a fake handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Falls across the 40 all the way to the 38, and that will move the chains, and that'll allow the Rangers to run about 2 or 3 more minutes off the clock.
Well, Kenny Hanks, he tricked me. I thought they gave the ball off right here, and whoop, there he goes. Tried to do a little spin move like Kingsley Bennett.
Clock continues to run as we approach 4 minutes remaining in the game. Again, Naaman Forest will move to 1-0 on the season, 1-0 in district play. North Garland will have their first loss of the season, and boy, it's a big one because it is a district game. They were 3-0 coming in. They're going to be 3-1 and 0-1 in district play after the game ends. A short gain of 1 yard there for the running back, number 30, Evan Thompson. So a good start for the Rangers. And again, for North Garland, you know, again, you got beat tonight, but keep your heads up because, you know, this is a talented young team, and they're going to only get better throughout the season.
A lot of sophomores on this team. You know, but Naaman, they've got mostly juniors and seniors on their team, but these guys also played a lot last year. This Naaman Forest team is a good team. When you can put together a good offensive line and good quarterback play, and then a strength on the defense, you put all that together, and you've got a good big chance to do something in district play. I mean, a lot of teams don't have a quarterback, or a lot of teams don't have a good line, or, you know, it's kind of hit and miss, but, you know, you get a little bit of all of that, and you have a good chance.
Hanks with the fake and the quarterback keeper that time to the left side for about 6 more. So 3rd down and 3 coming up as we are inside of 3 minutes to go.
Well, you hear that band, they're just going crazy down here.
Yeah, band's having a lot of fun for sure. There they are.
Well, they are rocking it.
Tell you what, next time we have a game like this, Bobby, I'm going to walk down there. I'm going to get in the middle of them, and I'll let you kind of talk through.
You can surf over the top of them.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll just keep it here, you guys. There was a timeout called, but I know everybody's interested in listening to what we're talking about here with the band, so we'll keep it here. And here you go. Look at them. They're having fun.
Yeah. So you can get up on the top and then just surf all the way down to the field. Yeah.
May have to try that out next time.
It's good to see these guys having a good time out here. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about having fun on Thursdays and Friday nights and watching your team and rooting for them and building relationships with your friends and just having a lot of fun. And these band guys, I mean, they work so hard. I mean, it's good to see them getting to have a good time.
Yep, and of course after the season, you know, we had last year with COVID and everything, it's just good to have all these, the kiddos getting back into the swing of things, getting to have some fun again.
Absolutely.
Handoff, and that will move the chains, a gain of just about 4, and again, the Rangers can eat up, you know, most of the clock at this point as we are inside of 2.5 minutes to go, and boy, big win here for Naaman Forest, and they have really looked good, Bobby. You know, we coming into the game didn't know what to expect, right, with a team that was getting their first action, but they've really done a great job here tonight on both sides of the ball.
And it looks good that they've got these guys right now out on the field, and And they look good too. There's some big old kids out there, and they're all young, you know, sophomores, and they did good. They took care of the ball. Well, what do we have here? 550 yards, 26 first downs. Naaman Forest. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, you saw Hanks take a knee there on first down again. They're just going to run the time off of the clock. North Garland, and of course, no hurry to call a timeout, so we'll just finish out the final minute and a half of the game. So yeah, 550 yards for the first game tonight for Naaman Forest. And again, just can't talk, you know, good enough about Trey Walden. He just had a huge game tonight, Bobby. 19 of 27, 359 yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, you can't ask for more out of your junior quarterback than what he provided tonight.
You know what was also kind of cool is that usually we see the quarterbacks running a lot, and I don't think he ran the ball one time.
Yeah, but I agree with you.
He either handed the ball off or he sat in the pocket and he threw it. And you just don't see that very often, a pocket passer quarterback. But he had some great composure. He was checking down and looking at different receivers and finding them. Man, they really found something with him.
Yeah, and how about the start on the season for the receiver, Jaden Flores tonight? 9 catches, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaged only 27 yards a catch. So a good start for him as well. As you see Hanks take a knee one more time, that should run out the clock, and we will have the handshake at the middle of the field, and Naaman Forest will move to 1-0 on the season, 1-0 in district play. So a big win for Naaman Forest. And again, North Garland, you know, tip of the hat to them. Again, they, you know, suffered their first loss of the season, but again, they've got good things ahead of them and certainly still appear to be a force, you know, in district play.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they've got a great quarterback. They've got some great talent on both sides of the scrimmage line, and they're going to have a good season.
No doubt. So as you see the players come together at the middle of the field to shake hands, we have come to the final here at Williams Stadium with our score. The Naaman Forest Rangers 40, the North Garland Raiders 14. So we will carry out with some highlights, and we'll see you next time on GRS TV.